Event 2 of Battle of the Bay 11 will start with all 3 athletes on the starting mat. With the call of 3, 2, 1, go, they will advance forward to the worm and start performing worm thrusters. The workout will start with 9 worm thrusters, then 9 lateral burpees over the worm. There will be synchro, then 9 toaster rings, synchro in between 2 people. Then the reps go up to 12, 15, and 21. For the lateral burpees over the worm, 2 athletes will be on the same side, facing each other, and 1 athlete will be on the other side. Chests will need to be on the ground at the same time for at least a split second. Stepping over the worm will be allowed. As mentioned before, for the toaster rings, the team will need to decide which 2 athletes will do all the toaster rings of event 2A. Right, so they cannot swap on the third person. Right, those 2 athletes will need to complete all toaster rings of the workout. Right, so the 9, 12, 15, and also the 21. At the 15-minute mark, event 2B will start, which is for max load, and the team will have 10 minutes to establish a 1RM clean and jerk, meaning each athlete will need to establish a 1 rep max clean and jerk. For this 1RM clean and jerk, power cleans and squat cleans will be permitted, as well as split cleans if you opt for an adventure, as well as strict and push presses, push jerks, and split jerks. And as you can see us do here, we are following a rotation where everyone lifts and then the next one lifts, because only 1 person will be allowed to lift at a time, as each team will only have 1 judge. So you will need to take turns and then always tell your judge the weight that you're about to lift, and you'll have to announce the total weight, and then you perform the lift. The judge will then tell you once the rep is good, and you can then drop the bar or bring the bar down to the ground. Right, as we said, power cleans will be permitted, as well as push jerks, or if you would like to, you can also go for a squat clean, and then a split jerk. Right, so that'll be up to you. Let's have a look at the most common no reps for the 3 movements of this workout. So we are going to start with the worm thrusters. And the most common no reps, there's really 3 very common no reps, is that 1 or more of the team members are not squatting below parallel. This is what you are going to see first. And also that the worm is not going over the head of 1 or more of the team members, or they're diving under. Then the third one is not being below parallel at the same time. For the synchro lateral burpees, the most typical no rep, is going to be that 1 team member is not, or 1 or more, not waiting for the last person or the other team members, so they are bringing the chest off the ground before the chest of the other 2 is actually down on the ground. Another one would be that 1 or more of the team members are not touching their chest to the ground, like Naya just beautifully demonstrated. So in execution would look like this: chest is not touching, all the other standards are being met, but chest is not touching the ground. So that is also a no rep. Then for the toaster rings, it would be that the team is not in sync. Very obvious here. Right, all the other standards are being met. And then one would be that 1 of the 2 or both are not touching the rings, or not bringing the toes to the rings or through the rings, as you can see there. For The clean and jerk, typical no reps, will be not locking out the arms overhead. Another one would be not showing control after finishing the push jerk, the push press, or the split jerk. So absolutely no control, dropping the bar too fast there. Wait for your judge to say good. If you're doing a split jerk, right, you will have to bring the feet together. So dropping it before the feet are together and showing control will also be a no rep. And then on the clean, we are looking for power clean or squat clean. So no hang cleans, no hang power cleans or hang squat cleans will be allowed. So this event will be scored as two separate events. First score will be for 2A, fastest time or the time cap plus the missing reps. And that event will be worth 100 points for the winning team. And then 2B will be the total load in kilograms, so the sum of the best lift of each person. And so this is how we're going to score it, and that 2B will also be worth 100 points in total.